How's it going, people? Thanks for tuning in for another video. Just wanted to cover one thing that people brought up a few times in comments regarding Kim, saying like, why is Kim a grifter? Why have we got her down as a scammer? She hasn't asked for any money. Well, depends on what you mean by that, because Kim is asking for money. She's asking for money now. She asked for money when there was the split up between Lisa, Vera, and when they left United Network News, because they said, "Oh, we've got to cover the salaries," and so she's pulling in money there. She's always they hide it as donations. That's what they do. Donations, subscriptions. She's doing it the legal way. And you fools are handing money over to her. That's what you're doing. Now, I've put together some clips just to show you that, from the past 5 years, I would say, she's been involved with Thomas Williams. She claims that, she's helped him make $20,000 a month. And she's helped other people as well. I don't think it's that much. I think she's lying there. But that's what she put in one of her chats. And so Kim's not making any money. Of course she is. We had information from our sources that she was making a packet of money. Not just through personal direct donations that other people didn't know about, but legitimate donations through PayPal and other sources and bank transfers, and she has got a bank account. Whoever tells she says she hasn't got a bank account, she has. No, it's not including the offshore ones. Now Kim is asking for money. I mean, they're asking now for an annual subscription to a United News channel. They want you to cough up $90 a year, in advance. The reason why they want to do that is because within that year anyway, something's going to happen, isn't it? So she's going to disappear, whatever. Who knows? Why? She's not doing it to save your money, to save you some money. She wants that money up front. Bank it, invest it, whatever, I don't know. But do you really want to part with $90? Can you imagine 5,000 people? Because that's what she tends to have at the moment, just in Telegram group. People, members. 5,000 people coughing up $90 up front. Would you do that? Up to you. But anyway, just to prove a point, I mean, look, you got to look through. It's not just money that Kim's a grifter for. It's the time that she's stolen from people who've worked under her before. We're talking thousands of hours people have worked, and we're promised some kind of income at the end of it, or not even income. Some people just did it because they wanted to bring something better to life, to change the world. For Kim just to pull that project and never for it to happen again. Can you imagine how many thousands and thousands of hours are put into Life Force and the assemblies and the websites and everything else? People doing it for free. Thousands of hours. And then Kim all of a sudden pulls that's just a waste of people's time. She's a grifter for many reasons. If you don't want to watch our videos, you don't have to, but I'm not going to go through them all. But anyway, these are some of the kind of I've just pulled out for you to watch. Have a look, listen to these from the past, what Kim said, not just about donations, but just bullshit that she's come out with, including Tank, the village idiot. So here you go. I'll leave it with you. You can watch this, and I'll leave it up to your own device. You can believe what you want to believe. Don't care. Okay? Thanks a lot, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
It's the languages, okay? Languages are all a frequency. Even if you're speaking the same language, it still emits a frequency. If you're, swearing and yelling and screaming, you're emitting a frequency to the person on the other side, who is then going to start to feel bad, right? Unless you're shielding yourself and you're blocking that from happening to you. But that's what actually happens. So now, make no mistake, there are many projects and programs within agencies and unseen agencies worldwide that completely and totally understand this. So why do you think people come out and start going, that's a scam, that's fake, that's this, that's that? And why do you think I laugh? Okay, but you're not saying anything. What did I do? I didn't collect money from people. I didn't do anything.
Right.
So what did I do? What am I scamming? What's the scam? They can't answer you. There'll be no answer. At the end of the day, there'll be no answer because there isn't anything. They just want to admit that frequency. Now, if you understand that language is also a frequency, right? You can actually tune into somebody else's head, basically, and translate the language for yourself.
We've had some breakthroughs recently. Finally got acknowledged by the government, officially, on paper, for the funds that are there. But the reality is that these people are anti-human, diabolical, and hateful. They steal from us and put people on the inside of our groups. They manipulate people's minds. They change the way everybody sees things. And the hardest thing is to get people to stand up, just do the right thing. I don't know what else to do. We're pushing in every direction at all times, every day. We have funds, $11 billion sitting at Chase Bank, and we have the Rockefellers bribing people to stop it from coming in. We have all these amazing things that are possible for everyone. We have the cure for COVID, cancer, and AIDS, and we can't get Trump to take the time out of his busy campaigning schedule just to announce it. Something free for the government, for the American people. So, that being said, we also have some delays, and we're not sure where they're coming from, to launching the news channel. So we don't even have an equal share of voice. And that has set us back a bit. And right now, we are in urgent need to raise some money. We have a lot of people who are in urgent need and need money. So we are asking for your help. Now, they infiltrated us and basically got one of our PayPal accounts shut down. So we're adding a PayPal account to this one. We haven't asked for any donations in a while because we just decided, to stay away from it, and we were almost done. So we finished the app for the United News. Obviously we've launched the app for the Life Force, and we have done all of this based on the donations that you all have provided. Now, right now we are in urgent need. We have some people that are in urgent need, and we need to really try to help them out that are major contributors to everything that we do. So I'm asking you to please, if you have it, it is urgent to contribute to the fund below. And if you don't, please don't. I don't want anybody in a bad situation. We're just trying to get to a better place. And guys, we are winning. It's just it's a battle. All right. Stay posted. Good things are happening. I'll talk to you soon. So, donations for various costs associated with this launch are appreciated and will be returned in full once we actually bring in funding. The donations of time, talent, money, funding have enabled us to build a mainstream news network. Money, develop apps, purchase equipment, file trademarks, and 1,000 other things needed to bring us to this point. We have some immediate expenses coming up here, expenses that need to be addressed as we are still in the transitional phase
of making funding available.
Expenses, money, funding, donations, and that process is contingent on some level of proper security because we need to make sure that everyone's safe when they receive money. So donations for various costs associated with this launch are appreciated and will be returned money full once we actually bring in funding. Links for donations are in the expenses in the area below, along with the Zoom link for tonight's meeting. And Also, we will also put the link there so that anybody who wants to can actually join Lifeforce, and those forms are going to be going up throughout the week, but I'll have the link set up here below. So we're about to build the foundation for a new, strong, and creative age, and we thank you for being a part of this. Money.
The word, this is who I am, but I'm life force, right? I'm a concerned citizen worried about this child right here, and I am life force. And eventually life force is a force unto itself, and everybody's going to know if you're wearing that little lapel pin, or you're wearing, you know, your kid's wearing the hat to school, or you got the t-shirt on, you know, that they're being bullied, whatever it is, you know, we're life force. I'm life force. No one's going to mess with you, because they're going to know we're a force to be reckoned with. We have, right? She's right. Yeah, he's right. What we have with Trump is the availability for an executive order enforcement unit. The executive order enforcement unit can enforce the orders of the president, such as the anti-child trafficking law he just signed and a bunch of other things, which does allow us a little bit more force in that particular area. But to be very clear, life force is for all of the people, all of the time. As far as the Trump thing is concerned, it does give him the capacity to enforce his own executive orders, because he has none right now. No one's listening. All these governors are doing their own thing, locking us down, wearing masks. You know, I got this Mardi Gras mask I'm going to start wearing around that covers my nose, maybe some lipstick that covers my mouth, right? You know, I'm tired of, it's so idiotic and so ridiculous. They just reopened my gym today. I was so excited. Then they told me I have to wear a mask while working out. And I said, no, thank you. I don't want to die. Thank you so much, but no, right? So
ridiculous.
Well, I know, but the executive order says I don't have to wear one. But the executive order says I don't have to wear one. I just want people to have a chance, because I think if we give all humanity a chance to thrive, we're going to have an amazing global society. And initially, everybody was for the life force, right? As far as the executive enforcement unit, until they shoved us underneath the Department of Justice with these badges that looked like, hi, I'm an Illuminati chill, right? They were awful looking. And I said, I don't think so. I said, I appreciate the offer, but we can just handle our own selves, and you can go figure out how you're going to go enforce anything. Because the Department of Justice doesn't even work for the United States government. They actually report to the Crown of England, which is not the Queen. It is Crown Corporation, which is Rothschild. And you'll have Benton's law firm, which is all over the world, and KPMG is another one. You know, you'll have all these people all over you all the time. So I'm okay. We're good. We're the people. We're good. You know, we can defend ourselves. And those that can't, we will stand up for those. We're going to release the pedophiles, because 100% of the purchases or the subscriptions to the pedophiles goes directly to exactly what you're talking about. So yes, there's a certain amount of setup and running of the apps and having people available all the time in different networks, but also we realize these people need new names. They need to be relocated. They need to, their children need new names and new social security numbers. That can all be done legally, 100%, without any interference, right? You can do that in some of the real small courts in small towns, and nobody's going to know anything about this as long as it's not one of their areas, right?
Yeah.
People they consider not relevant is where we go. So it'll give them enough to get set up, get jobs, you're about 90 days or so from that actually happening in a small court, in a small town, somewhere off the grid, off the map, right? Where they don't care. They care about the big cities. They care about their special little towns where they do all their special little things. So.
I really want to encourage everybody. I know just kind of what Hank said about, everybody thinks, when are the funds coming out? And you know what? We have a life force energy about us that are way more important and way more powerful than any funds you got going on. Okay? So we need the people to stand up and start opening their mouths and saying something. And I know when people are investigating things, they don't need to do that. But I'm talking about, like, I did a meeting with my OUR group here, and these women are mad, mostly women. There's like one guy on there, so I'm not trying to be sexist or anything. I'm just mostly women, but they're already angry and they already woke up. And so I just basically told them, Lawful America, go find the link for the assembly and go on the call, because you guys want to change the law. And they asked me to put it in the chat. When I'm on the street, I start a conversation with somebody. I'm like, it's strange times we're living in, huh? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, if you want to make a difference here, they may not be, at the level of coming on this meeting because they're not ready yet or they're not as informed, but they're going to get informed and they're already a little bit awake. And then, when I talk to people, and I just want to encourage everybody, you have a lot more life force going for you, and we can do this. And I know that maybe some people are scared, but you have to understand, to me, from what I understand of it, they are scared. Otherwise, why would they hide everything? They're chicken. They're chicken, okay? They are. And if you shine a light on them, they will run like cockroaches. Cockroaches, they will go away. You have to stand up to them and open your mouth, though, okay? And I know there's a lot of people, well, they have more power than we do. They don't, especially if we all come together like Kim is telling us.
That's right.
She's one person. She has her own job. We have our own job, too. We have our own job too, and it's not to sit around and wait for the funds to come. It's to get up and start talking. Because you know what? If we lived in a world where we really wanted to be, we wouldn't need funds. Funds is what got us here, but I'm not going to go into that. The bottom line is everything that you are afraid of is already happening around you. Did you ever think that people were going to run around wearing masks? And I'm the same way. I actually went to a Walmart one time, and I started walking in, and he goes, ma'am, you need to wear a mask. He acted like he was going to grab me, and I said, don't touch me. And I went right to where I was going, and I did my thing. But do you think I like doing that? I don't. But I am not wearing a mask, okay? Unless I signed up for that, and I don't sign up for that. But anyway, bottom line is we need to be the ones. Who's going to do it for you? Who do you think is going to end this mask thing? Do you think Trump's going to come out of the air, or Kim's going to do it for you?
No one's listening anyway.
Yeah.
The Democrats already announced the other day that if they can't shut down every state again, full lockdown, then they're definitely going to shut down all the Democratic states. And they already started. I mean, literally, I heard that on Saturday night, I think, first time. And by Sunday afternoon, it was happening.
Yeah. And, I know nobody likes Facebook, and I don't either. I want to deactivate my Facebook account. But anyway, I went on Governor Newsom's site, and I told him, you know what? You're going to get served an indictment. I didn't care. Do you think that I was scared that he was going to come after me? I am done. I don't care anymore, because guess what? He's already doing this garbage to us. And how is he going to hurt me anymore? He's not. You know what? He stalled the mask order. He was going to make it go 18 months. Now they're at it again. Do I need to write another letter? Okay, I'll write it on all of them. I don't care. If I do it, it's one thing. But if you all stand up and say something and start
listening to these people on the television, and people even worse in these special houses, right? Just solve our own problems, because they're not going to do it for us. They're just not. I'm sorry.
Not what they're
about. If you are making a political decision to lock down your state, all the businesses in the state, okay, don't you think anybody's going to notice, especially United News Channel, that, hey, it's only the Democratic states that are closed down. Wow, COVID follows Democrats. It must have an AI nanobot in it, because it only follows Democrats. Wow, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I just want to say one more thing.
No, I agree with you. And that's all people need to realize. You are the savior. Together,
Exactly.
everyone is the savior. And all we need to do is just get a little help from our friends, right? Like the song
Exactly.
says. And
We're
that's
all
it.
friends here.
Yeah, that's it. That's why United News Channel is so important. It's taking a while, and I understand everybody's upset, but we're trying to make it so we look so mainstream and make ourselves available, and then people will take it. Because if you're on YouTube and you're talking, there are some people listening some of the time, and the people that know to even look for that type of talk, right? But if you're looking mainstream and you're coming out with a channel that's better and cheaper and everything than Netflix, and you've got original content, you've got great movies, you've got all kinds of stuff, you know, people are going to gravitate to it. And we're giving you original content that you wouldn't see anywhere else. But by the same token, you know, all of these donations are going to you, the people. They're going to the assemblies. They're going to the people that subscribe. AmpStream has offered us a revenue stream too for promoting their service on our app. So premium subscription gets you, you know, all our stuff and their stuff and everybody's stuff, right? So it's not that we're not offering something that is important and good for the people, but by the same token, you know, I know everybody's yelling at us like, well, now we're going to have to pay for real news. Well, not really. But you know, we have to pay these people that are fighting child trafficking. They need gas in their car to even sit there on the corner and you know, and some yarn to knit or whatever you're doing, right? To look unsuspecting. But you know, we need to be able to give these people an option. The app doesn't run itself, right? And sure, we have great people that are willing to volunteer, but if we could have some of these guys and ladies full time, you know, we could give them a paycheck and then they could do this full time, and then we have more people. So it's not just a revenue stream like, oh, we're going to be lifestyles of the rich and famous here, but it also goes to support every single person on this call right now and all the people that are going to listen to it afterwards.